Sunday. It's very early in the morning. It's like 5:45. We are now in Etosha. I'm whispering because Jesse's still sleeping, but I wanted to get up early to just go to the water hole because there's one in the camp to see if there's some animals there early in the morning. I was gonna get up even earlier, but I woke up and bed just felt good, so I slept a little bit more. But we are at the Okokayo camp, and yeah, I'm gonna go see if there's anything there. The waterhole in the morning was so peaceful. There were some gemsbok, springbok, and far in the distance there was some kudu and a herd of wildebeest. It is about 8:30. We just got back from breakfast. I checked out the water hole early this morning. There was just one gemsbok and a couple springbok coming in. There was also some like a herd of wildebeest that kind of I could see with my big lens. I was really hoping they'd come to the water, but they didn't. But still, so amazing to see all these animals in their natural habitat. So we are just packing up because we move on to the next camp, which is Halali, and there's like so many little mongoose walking around. It's amazing. I love it. I haven't actually gotten a picture of them. Yeah, Jesse got a couple just on his phone, but still hoping to get some like good pictures with my camera. Today is actually Jesse and my first anniversary. 1 year ago today, we got married. So just very exciting that we're spending our anniversary in Etosha National Park. And so today we will just be driving around the park, looking for animals. You're not allowed to get out of your vehicle except for in like little designated areas. So we're just gonna drive around. We have stuff for lunch, so we can either just eat in the vehicle somewhere in the middle of the park, or you can go to a camp and there's restaurants. So we'll just play it by ear. So excited to get out there and see some animals. Sunset last night was beautiful, and then we went for dinner, and then we went back to the water hole and saw some more rhino. There was tons of black rhino in the evening, and we were about to leave, and then an elephant came along, and that was our first like elephant, so we had to stick around and watch him. And there was a tiny baby rhino. It was so small and so adorable. So it's been so amazing seeing all these animals. It's so great. So yeah, gotta finish getting packed up, and then we gotta check out, and we're gonna hit the road and just explore and find more animals. Oh yeah, and today it's supposed to get up to like close to 40 degrees. It was really hot yesterday. I don't think it quite got up to 40, but it was warm. But the nice thing about the heat here is when it says it's gonna be 36 degrees, it actually feels like 36 degrees. Not like at home where you have like humidity. So it might be 36, but like feels like 40 something. If it's 36, it feels like 36 here, which is nice. Nice not to have that crazy humidity. Anyways, I gotta pack up my stuff. Then we're gonna hit the road and find some animals. In Okakayu Camp, there was a tall tower, and before heading out for the day, we climbed to the top to check out the awesome view of the camp and the park. You can either join a guided tour of Etosha or drive through the park yourself, which is what we did. We used a map to take us to different waterholes. Jesse did a lot of research to learn which waterholes were known for having a lot of animals, but it was still hit and miss. Sometimes the waterhole would be dried up and nothing would be there, and others would have hundreds of animals. Zebra, many different kinds of antelope, birds, elephants. It was amazing to see so many creatures in one place. Etosha National Park covers 22,269 square kilometers, and it centers on the Etosha Pan. It has over 40 waterholes, some natural, some man-made. There are lots of rules when you are driving through the park, for good reason, and one of them is you aren't allowed out of your vehicle unless you are at a designated gated rest area. These spots usually have some shade, a place to sit down and eat, and some sort of outhouse. If you're doing self-guided, it's important to plan these stops into your route because getting out to go to the bathroom anywhere isn't an option.
We were really excited to see our first lion. She was a ways away and headed for a bush for some shade. Even though we watched her walk into the bush, it was incredible how camouflaged she made herself. Even though we knew where she was, we couldn't pick her out, which made us realize just how hard it might be to spot some of the more elusive animals. We also saw our first hartebeest and impala. Many impala. Impala can run up to 60 kilometers an hour and can leap up to 10 meters in length and 30 meters high. We also discovered that Jesse was very good at spotting and identifying birds from far away. He spotted a Marshall eagle, which is the largest eagle in Africa. They have enough power in one foot to break a human arm. I was so excited when we drove up to the waterhole and we found 6 spotted hyenas there. And these hyenas had the right idea. A couple of them were lounging right in the waterhole, keeping nice and cool on a super hot day. I had a list of animals that I was really hoping to see while we were in Africa, and hyenas were one of them. So I was really happy to check that off my list. Another animal we saw a few of were ostriches. And I'm a little embarrassed to say that it was pretty late in life before I discovered that ostriches were native to Africa. saw lots of springbok, both around water holes and while we were driving around. We also got a little closer to some wildebeest that were lounging under some trees. Our destination for the next 2 nights was Halali Camp. I didn't learn this until after we arrived in Africa, but Jesse had booked us the honeymoon suite because it was our 1-year anniversary. The room was really spacious, and it even had an outdoor hot tub, but after inspection, we decided we might pass on using it.
Not the cleanest of hot tubs.
After getting settled into our room, I headed straight for the waterhole. I learned at Okakeyu that my favorite place to be was at the waterhole, and I loved watching the sunset there. I wasn't there long before a bunch of elephant came in. It was at this waterhole that I fell in love with elephants. They were hilarious to watch, especially the babies. They are so awkward with their trunks, even stepping on them as they're learning to use them. We later learned you can tell how young a baby is by how it drinks. When they're young, they don't know how to use their trunks to drink. They learn that by watching and mimicking their mothers at around 6 to 8 months. So before they learn, they'll stick their faces down in the water to drink, a sign of a very young elephant. We also spotted what looked like a regular house cat down at the water and didn't think much of it. It wasn't until talking to a tour guide later that we learned we had seen an African wildcat, a very rare sighting, and the guide was jealous because she had never seen one. We also learned that elephants prefer the freshest water, So at a man-made waterhole, you'll find them fighting over the spot where the water's coming in, because it's the freshest. A bird that was on my list of animals to see was the hornbill, Zazu, and I was excited to get so close to a yellow-billed hornbill. We had to leave for dinner, but afterwards I headed straight back and there were even more elephant there. There were a couple adolescent elephants that were testing each other's strength. They do this to establish rank. When elephants are at the waterhole, they can be pretty territorial over it. We saw a few rhinos get sprayed by an elephant trying to bully them away. It didn't always work. It was hard to pull myself away from the water hole, but I knew I should go back and get some sleep for the next day's adventure.
So, it's super late, you can barely see me. It is like 20 after 9. I just got back from the water hole. We are now at Halali. We spent the day in Etosha looking for animals. Saw lots, very exciting. No cheetahs. Did see a lion, which was very exciting. Yeah, we just went out for dinner. Today is our first anniversary, so had a nice dinner. Jesse stayed in, but I just wanted to go see if anything was happening after dark. There was at least 26 elephants and 1 rhino, so that was fun. We saw elephants there earlier, but nowhere near that many. I'm just walking back. Got lost for a second, but I think I'm back on track. So, yeah, touring more of the park tomorrow in search of more animals, but saw tons. Honestly, highlight for me might have been the hyenas. I mean, the elephants were amazing. Giraffes are always, and zebra, but I don't know, it was pretty exciting to see some hyena today. So they're very smart. They laid right down in the water hole, so